And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. They work now on 2nd and 9. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Third and 4. Purdy. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Getting home that time to Marvian Overshone.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Fighting through at the 25. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Now a 2nd and 10. Running to the right, this is Vaughn. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To the air again, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing, Prescott. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Prescott. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. Prescott on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Mingo from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
Let's go, let's go.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. The will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. they're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-8. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Being chased out left. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He completes this one to Mingo. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jonathan Mingo, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Purdy looking to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this is going to remain a one-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
This is 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On first down, it's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth.